I was at PDT and I thought there was like a rule against making Long Island iced teas, and there might have been, but also that we had this huge Rolodex, like literally of recipes, and in it I found a recipe for a Long Island iced tea, and I was like really surprised, so I made it. And it's actually like a really good drink if you make it properly. Hi everybody, I'm John deBary, a semi-retired bartender, author, and Food 52 Drinks resident, and I'm here with my cat Felix, and we are going to show you how to make a Tokyo tea, which is a delightful riff on a Long Island iced tea. So let's get to it. This drink is hilarious to me on a lot of levels, but one of them is that it requires an absurd number of ingredients and it can be a little intimidating, but ultimately the result is super worth it. What you're gonna need is vodka, gin, white rum, tequila. You can use either like a blanco, which is not aged, or a reposado, which is aged a little bit in oak barrels. You're definitely gonna need Midori, the Melon liqueur from Japan, triple sec, like a Cointreau, or orange curaçao. You can even use blue curaçao if you really want to go there, which I frequently do, so that's also a very valid option for me. For simple syrup, I have kind of a blasphemous take on it. I just put the sugar and the water together in a small container and put it in the microwave for like 30 seconds and then just give it a shake and let it combine a little bit. And then 3/4 ounces of fresh lime juice, Mountain Dew, yes. And for garnish, we're gonna use some Luxardo cherries, cantaloupe, and a lime wheel. An easy trick is that it's like basically just a 1/2 ounce of everything white, like gin, vodka, white rum, tequila, plus triple sec, and in this case, Midori. So it's actually like secretly easy to remember. Just a good rule of thumb with bartending, you want to build the drink in this shaker in increasing order of like volume. So you start with the smallest amount and then you work your way up. So with that, it's the 1/4 ounce of simple syrup, which is just a 1-to-1 sugar and water. And we all witnessed my iconic juicing setup last month, so there's no need to go through that again. But the important thing about juicing limes is to give them a good rinse and also just strain out the pulp after you're done juicing, because it can give kind of like a weird texture to your drinks. So with that, 3/4 ounces of lime juice. And then we're gonna dive into all the spirits. So it's just a 1/2 ounce of everything on the list, which is pretty simple to remember. And if you're making this maybe for like a large group, you can like batch this part out and then pour and go as you want. When there's drinks like these, my challenge is to like make sure I don't pour them twice. So I like to like put the bottles back in a different space. So I have like a visual reminder of like what I've already done, because it can get a little hairy. Even though it looks like this drink is gonna like knock you on your ass because it's got a lot of different ingredients in it, it's more or less got the same kind of basic strength as anything else you'd make, any other standard recipe. So don't be scared. So for this drink, you need like a Collins glass or a water glass, something tall that will hold all the volume of the drink that you're making, plus the soda that you're adding on top. And for me, I like to put a couple of largish cubes in the glass. Keeps things cold, but doesn't get too like congested with everything else. And then you can use kind of any standard ice to shake. You wanna make sure that you're using like a lot, like you wanna like make the shaker like filled with ice. It'll help get the drink cool, get the proper dilution, and also aerate it properly. Make sure it's sealed. So last month I said I was a lazy person, and that continues to be true. So I don't use any extra bar tools unless I have to, but in this case you do want to strain out the drink from the ice that you use to shake it. So you have to grab a handy dandy strainer here. And when I'm making a drink with soda or anything sparkling like wine or whatever, I like to do something called a soda sandwich, where you pour half of what you need for the drink, which in this case is 1 ounce. We're using 2 ounce total, on the bottom of the drink. So like the drink like lands on the soda and gets mixed up, and then top it off. Who couldn't love this color? Come on. For the garnish, I want to keep it going with the kind of over the top vibe. So I decided to do a lime wheel, a melon ball, and probably one of the best bar ingredients, maybe one of the best like culinary ingredients that I have ever encountered, is these Luxardo cherries. People think of maraschino cherries, like these like bright red. I think they're good, but like they're very different from these, which are way more intensely flavored and come in this rich syrup, which is also worth keeping after you're done with the cherries themselves. It's great on like ice cream or like pancakes or whatever. So can't recommend these enough. Okay, then we're just using our little cocktail pick. You want to stack the largest to smallest, like a little torpedo, a little rocket ship. Ta-da! So this drink is like, if you like a Long Island iced tea, but you want something a little fruitier, this is definitely what you want. The Midori, obviously, melon, fruity, and then the Mountain Dew is like less spicy than Coca-Cola, so obviously it's gonna be a little bit more like refreshing and summery, whereas maybe Long Island iced tea is like a winter cocktail, I don't know. This is definitely firmly in the summer camp. All right, well, thanks for joining me. Check out the full recipe on Food 52 and make sure you are subscribed so that you can see what colorful surprises we have ahead for you in the next few months. Bye.